Hey yo, We King Fight News. This news is breaking, guys. Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin just got stripped of his IBF title. That's right, stripped. Because he didn't want to fight Derevyanchenko. For real. He ducked him so hard that he was willing to fight in May. He had the opportunity, he had every opportunity to get whatever he got paid to fight Banished. And instead fight that boy Derevyanchenko. And he still turned it down. Wow, We King Fight News. The courageous duck. Or the blasphemous duck. The one that could have happened, didn't. And now Golovkin wants no smoke and decided to bow out the IBF title. That's a real fucking sanctioning body, stripping a guy for not wanting to make a fight happen. Point blank. Now, I think the IBF should have gave Golovkin, a mandatory is a mandatory. He could have fought him in May 5th. He could have. But Golovkin chose to dodge and duck, take an easy fight, then fight Canelo, and now Golovkin, in his own actions, is pretty much saying, fuck the titles. It's all about that cheddar cheese. We King Fight News, man. Let's get it. Y'all know what it is. Alright, so let's check this article out. This is from the IBF. Shout out to Boxing Scene for putting it out there. On April 27, 2018, the majority of the IBF Board of Directors determined that the exception to the regulation should be granted to Gennady Golovkin with the following conditions. The exception was he should have been stripped already, but they gave Golovkin an extension because of what happened with Canelo, that whole situation, even though the mandatory challenger who was willing to step in on short notice, and Golovkin still ducks that guy. And he knew, you know what's so absurd is Golovkin knew pretty much Canelo done fucked up since February. And they couldn't make a Derevyanchenko fight. That's just the biggest fucking lie. And Tom Lawler wants to act like they couldn't make the fight in time, or that Derevyanchenko didn't want to step in. Bullshit. Lou Diabella will debunk all that shit. And the truth is, Golovkin ducked relatively unknown Sergey Derevyanchenko. And the word is, they ran into each other in the amateurs. So, whatever reason, Golovkin didn't want that fight. He didn't want that work. And, this is the problem with boxing, is only the inner circle will really know the truth. Abel Sanchez will understand. And he knows why they ducked that fight. Maybe this guy, Derevyanchenko, maybe he's the truth. It's always that unknown guy. That the only people that do know about him are the guys that are going to end up ducking him in the future. You know, there's a reason why Golovkin made it as far as he is. He didn't step on any of those landmines. He did a good job of taking easy fights at the right times. And, dodging guys like Erislandy Lara. Dodging guys that could really, Jermell Charlo. The list goes on, guys. The list goes on and on. Let's check out this article. Let's check it out. On April 30th, 2018, counsel for Golovkin filed an appeal objecting to condition number 2 in the board's decision. Counsel for Derevyanchenko, the IBF mandatory, filed a response to appeal on May 7, 2018. Wow, this is the whole deal right here. The panel made its recommendation to the IBF, and based on their finding recommendation, the IBF approved the condition that Golovkin agree to fight mandatory opponent by August 3rd, 2018, in order to avoid being stripped, losing his title. Since Golovkin has not agreed in writing to fight the IBF mandatory by August 3rd, 2018, they're stripping Gennady Triple G Golovkin, and they have no intention on fighting their mandatory. That's what it is. All you gotta do is sign that letter of intent. But he couldn't do it. E-King Fight News, man. More on this.
Hey, no, Max, no, Derevyanchenko, no. Kazakhstan forever.
Y'all know what it is, man. Golovkin, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, out here, just got stripped.
Hey, no, Max, no Derevyanchenko, no Chenkos, no, only Lomachenko.
Oh, man. Gennady Golovkin just got stripped, man. Shout to World Boxing News for not agreeing to fight Derevyanchenko. That's what it is. After a lengthy review and period of deliberation, the IBF has vacated the IBF middleweight title held by Gennady Golovkin since October 17, 2015, as a result of Golovkin not accepting one of the conditions put forth by the organization to agree to fight or to intend to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko. Alright, that's what it is, guys. He didn't comply with the conditions of the exemption granted to Gennady Golovkin. And the IBF will have to specify 2 leading contenders. One of them obviously going to be Sergey Derevyanchenko. And the other one, you know, who knows? It's going to be whoever's next in line. And that's what's going to be. That's what it's going to be, guys. That's what it's going to be. Gennady Golovkin point blank ducked Sergey Derevyanchenko and is now in a position where he's lost out on Canelo. He fucked up, got stripped. And now he better fight Billy Joe. He needs to fight Billy Joe to have any credibility. And, you know, if you're Gennady Golovkin, maybe you can drop a title and grab another. That way you broke even, kind of, right? Because you still got 2 titles on the shelf and shit. But Gennady Golovkin's better. This is not good PR. You know, it's the same situation Canelo Alvarez was in a couple years ago when Gennady Golovkin was a mandatory. And Canelo said, you know what? I ain't fucking with you, homeboy. I'm the A side. He said, I'll fight you when I want to fight you. And then Canelo showed up. He caught a draw against Gennady Golovkin in a close fight. And guess what? Golovkin, man, he thinks he's the A side, man. He's really, he tried to flex on Canelo. He tried to pull A side. Shit didn't work out. Team Canelo looks like they're talking with Eddie Hearn. I don't know. Eddie Hearn hasn't commented about this. I hope he gets asked about it today, because I know one of his fighters, Lawrence Okoli, is supposed to be fighting this dude Watkins or some shit. That went down today. Lawrence Okoli won by TKO. Congratulations to the guy. I thought he was a heavyweight. He's actually a cruiserweight. Man, I hope Marcellus Wilder gets a hold of him, man. fight that dude Lawrence Okoli. But it is what it is, man. This should be interesting how things unfold. As you know, it seems like there's a backlash on Gennady Golovkin, in my opinion, for fucking up Cinco de Mayo. And now he's asking for more money? You got the second that WBC president tells you to do something, I'll tell you what, man. Some fighters listen, like Luis Neri. Some fighters listen, and he was warned to take this fight with Canelo. Gennady Golovkin was warned by the WBC president. And if he hasn't done it yet, then he's ducking the fight, to be honest. Maybe he's ducking Canelo. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows something we don't know. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Gennady Golovkin caught between a rock and a hard place. Looks like he fucked up a huge payday versus Canelo, and now getting stripped of his IBF title. E-King Fight News, man. Let me know what you guys think. This is breaking news.